What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? I'm sitting up here washing dishes, man. Getting ready to eat some dinner. This is my third video. My goal is to never have to record a video twice. You know, but I feel like the interruptions and things that I've had that took place while I was trying to record the first two videos, it just wasn't worth trying to, I don't know, stay on that same, you know, with those videos. I figured I like to do it like all in one. So it's my third go, and I believe it's my last one. But I wanted to talk to y'all about thinking before you act. You know, it's really about consequences. This video, we all done did something impulsively, and we didn't really think it through. And then, whenever we started to actually experience the effect of whatever it is that we did, we could be devastated, caught by surprise, hurt in so many ways. So we need to do better while we live in this life that we have. We need to make better choices and decisions, because like I'm 28 and like I've made mistakes, a bunch of mistakes. There's people that's older than me that made a lot of mistakes, people that's younger than me that has made a lot of mistakes. But what a lot of people don't sit and talk about or realize is how long it takes for you to fix those mistakes. It don't take long to make a mistake, but sometimes it costs, and it takes a lot more time for you to fix a mistake. Something that took 5 minutes to do will cost you 5 years, 5 months, 5 weeks, $5,000. You know, it's going to cost you so many different things. It's going to cost you so many different things. So when you sit and you weigh, you know, the choices that you make, I think that in so many ways, you saving yourself time, money, headache, frustration, heartache. You know, you're saving your kids heartache, your parents, your spouse. You know, it's not just about us. You know what I'm saying? So when we out living our life, you can't just be living your life solely based on how you feel, what you want to do, what you thinking. It don't go that way. It don't go that way. You really have to like think about how is your actions gonna affect other people that love you. You know, once you make the mistake or whatever, then everybody's quick to be like, oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. But it's like, a lot of the times, man, we had to know better about, you know, the difference in between the right choice and the wrong choice. But we let those pleasures, those desires that we have, the lust, the greed, the envy, the sloth, the wrath, the jealousy, the pride, the fear, we let all those things get in the way, and we do things that just take so much from us. So now I'm 28 and I got 2 kids. I don't own a house yet, but I own, I guess, an asset. My vehicles, personal vehicles are paid for, and I rent. I got goals of purchasing land. I have goals of growing in ways like that. But at this point in time, my primary focus is having a balanced life and building my business. So let's say I did something because I wanted to make some quick money. Then I got caught up, went to jail. Everything that I've done over these past 7 years, really these past 28 years, but we'll just say these past 7 years, everything that my parents have done, my family, all the sacrifices that people have made in my life, all those different decisions and just sacrifices that people have made, like just like that, you know. It don't mean that it was in vain, but it's just like, man, you done set yourself back. I done worked this hard to get this far, and now this is what I'm going through because I decided to take a shortcut. Because I decided that I could beat the system. I decided I was smarter than the government. I'm slicker than whoever. Oh, you know what? God got grace on me, so I can't mess up. Things can't go south for me. Everything gonna always go right, no matter what. I could do fraud for 10 years. I could sell dope for 10 years. I can rob people for 10 years. I could steal, whatever, man. You could do all these different things for so long, and you start getting comfortable with it, and you know, it's done in the dark. What's done in the dark shall come to the light. So, you know, one day you're gonna have to deal with your darkness. And a lot of the times, you be so comfortable, never having to deal with it to where when that day comes, it's overwhelming. Because you're so used to living that way. You know, you're so used to living that way, getting away, doing whatever you've been doing. And it's like, but you know a better way. So when you know better, you must do better. There's gonna be consequences for every action. There's gonna be something. You reap what you sow. If you living and you living right, then whatever you do, you're gonna be blessed at it. Regardless if you're gonna come across struggle, you're gonna be blessed at it. You can't say you living right if you have ill intent towards another person because they made you mad. If you are wishing things and speaking things with your tongue against people because you was in your feelings, because you jealous or because you envious. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say, oh, I'm living right. It look like you living right, but is your heart really right? You know, can you really sit with yourself and say, you know, my heart is clean. I ain't said I want this to happen to people. I said I want that to happen to people. It's like, you know, you ain't been speaking against nobody. Sometimes people get so frustrated, they speak against people. They do all these different things. And they speak against people, and ultimately, man, I'm not saying that because you spoke against somebody that you're just a bad person. No, you need to learn about righteous ways of living. Because maybe you just was never taught that that's not a way to live. Maybe you grew up seeing people, you know, talk bad about people or wish things upon people's life. So maybe you just don't know no better. But just know that you get what you give. So what you put out is what you're gonna get back, no matter what. So, like, the universe, God, it don't care about, you know, you did this, this, and this. It's like, no, everything you've done is recorded. Everything you did is recorded. So it's all gonna come back to you in whatever way. So them fears that you have, you might as well stop being afraid. Because at the end of the day, what's for you is for you. The good and the bad. So if you was man enough, woman enough to do whatever it is that you did, be man enough, woman enough to deal with the consequences of whatever it is that you did. You know, it don't work like, oh, I get to do this and get away with it. No, man, social media don't really hypnotize and just done so much damage to so many people, because so many people believe that the way that they live is okay because they being praised in so many other ways. They don't think there's anything wrong with it. We all will be judged, you know. I'm not saying this for us to judge one another. I'm just saying, like, ultimately, like, your life, you got this life full of memories, and you don't think that at some point you're gonna have to reflect on it. You're gonna have to, you know, have a class, like a redo. Like, remember, like you going back in school, remembering something that your teacher taught you in first grade. You know, like going back to that moment. We got a whole life full of memories, you know, and experiences. When it's over with, I'm sure we're gonna have to reflect back on that life about all the good deeds and all the bad deeds that we did. Because that's what exists in this world, good and bad. Or good and evil, whatever you want to call it. Positive and negative. So if that's what exists within this world, and that's what we, like most of us are experiencing, you're either gonna be a good person or a bad person. And you're gonna have to deal with that. At some point, you're gonna have to make amends with the life that you live. And you only get one. So if you think about it, how would you feel if you pass away and reflect on your life and say, dang, I lived a bad life. I was a bad person. You know? At the end of your life, after all these years of loving and living and enjoying yourself and also being miserable at certain points in times or whatever, you reflecting on it, you just like, dang, I could have did better. That's not nothing that I want to experience when my day comes. Reflecting that I could have did better. Versus knowing that I did the best that I could have. And I get it, it's hard at times to try to pull that out of yourself, you know? But I was reminded the other day by my cousin that we must do what must be done. You know, that's something that I said once before. Do what must be done. And I was getting my own way because a lot of times I be having like my own thoughts about stuff, and I don't really be on Facebook, Instagram. I don't have a TikTok. I don't be on Instagram at all. And I was only on Facebook during my birthday, so like last week. But I'm not on there. And prior to my birthday, I went on there for months, 6 months plus. So when I be seeing videos and stuff of certain people, not everybody, but just random people that they big, they have big platforms and whatnot. And it'd be like, maybe I was talking to my lady about a video or something I wanted to do without ever seeing their video. Because I don't like to watch people. Because I don't feel like I'm being influenced by others. So I really be hard on myself about stuff like that. Like, if it's something I want to say, if somebody else said, it kind of bothered me. It's like, dang, man, they already beat me to it. It'll make no, what's the point of me saying it when somebody else said it? Now it seems like I'm making the video copying that person. It's like, nah, that ain't even the case. You know, that person just got their knowledge. They paying attention. You know, so for me, it's like, I had to realize that I can't be concerned with what other people are doing. And I understood that principle in business. But when it came to me feeling unique as a person, I couldn't understand it or accept it within others. Like, and they unique too, you know? So that was my pride, I guess. And because of my own pride, I wouldn't make videos. I wouldn't get on camera and talk because I'd be in my own head about it. Like, man, somebody else already did it. You know what I'm saying? I just so happened, my lady listening to a video, just something up her alley, and it's like, man, he's saying everything I be saying. What's gonna make me any different? I'm only gonna look like somebody that's watching something and then going to and remake it, and it's like that ain't even true because I don't like watching people. The people I listen to, they been dead and gone. You know, they real old people. Someone born in the 1800s. Like that's what I be listening to. Books I read and stuff like that. You know, philosophers, things like that. But that was my problem, and she just let me know like everybody's themselves, and you are you. So the way that you get your message out is just the way that you get it out. The people that you reach is the people you're supposed to reach. So, you know, in business, you will never be content if you start watching somebody else's pockets. So you got to know what you there for, what you okay with, get that and going on. But the moment you start watching somebody else's pockets, is the moment that you become like, oh, you need more. Because you feel like they got what they got, you should be getting that. And it's like, no, I mean, they, in so many ways, they did whatever they did to even get to that point. So if you want to grow and whatnot, you can't focus on what they got going on. You got to focus on solely on what you got going on. So I already understood that, but I just wasn't applying it in all areas of my life. So now that I am, you know, I just wanted to let y'all know, like, that was part of the reason why I wasn't making so many videos. You know, and then another thing is, my life is so sporadic at this point in time. Just started something new, trying to find balance, and that's really it. Just really trying to find that balance, man. It can be challenging at times to sit and make a video. You know, so like today, I couldn't make a video if I didn't do something. Like we had an eventful day. I had a productive day with my family, but I feel like I got home and I was just sitting there for a while, and I felt like I was being lazy. I'm like, man, I go to work and I work 70 hours a week, but yet I still feel like I'm being lazy on this one day that I have off. And I'm like, man, I can't make a video until I do something productive. So my lady cooked. I went ahead and washed the dishes. You know, and I made a video while I was washing the dishes. But ultimately, I'm just working to be better as a person, you know? So for everything that we do, there's consequences, and a lot of the times we get in our own way. We set ourselves back, and we set our families back. The only thing we have to do is get out of our own way. Just move out the way. You know? Get out your way. It'll get better, but you gotta have faith. You gotta believe that it will get better. And you have to make space in your heart. Make space in your life for it to get better. So that's it for my video today. Really think before you do stuff, you know? I don't care how old you is. If you start doing that now, you'll see a big change in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You know, your life won't be the same. Because you ain't just doing stuff, you're thinking before you do it. You're thinking before you say it. You're thinking before you respond. You ain't reacting, no reactions, we just responding. You know, that's it. Because reactions gonna get you hemmed up, get you in some more trouble. But a response change your life. Reaction will too, but a response, I believe, will change your life in a positive way. So that's what I got for y'all today, man. Y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. Happy Easter. And it ain't here yet, but you know, ain't no telling when I make another video. So yeah, that's it.